just like it makes a lot of sense to my very good friend in Johannesburg, South Africa. His name is Solomon Atah. Solomon is our man in that part of the world, and Solomon is right here with us this day to give us the updates from South Africa. He is in Johannesburg. Welcome to On Board. Welcome to the show, Solomon.
Thank you very much, Ernest, and welcome to you and your listeners to Johannesburg, the city of gold. Ernest, it's a wonderful day out here, which has just been dampened by, I'm sure some of your listeners would have heard about sad news of victims of a collapsed church in Nigeria, which happened just under 2 weeks ago. Some or all of the victims have now been brought back to South Africa under the supervision of the presidency of the Republic. So there was a chartered aircraft that brought back all the wounded victims. I have to indicate, Ernest, to you and the listeners that most of those that died in that tragic accident, that collapsed building at the Church of All Nations, are still in Nigeria because identification process is still on the way. So, but that is just the damper, and as otherwise, it's a wonderful day here with a lot of exciting news to report. Ernest?
As exciting as the Heritage Day which took place yesterday in South Africa, Solomon. So, how did it go?
Ernest, yesterday was the South African National Heritage Day. This is a very special day on the national calendar in this country, and I have to say, because it is an opportunity for everyone to dress up in their own traditional or cultural regalia and all sorts of attire. More so, Ernest, it is also an unofficial National Bride Day, which is what you know as the barbecue in the United States. So everyone, all the parks, the public spaces were filled with people, bride, which is doing a barbecue and sharing a beer or two with friends, and it was a very cheerful day. More importantly, and as the politicians, government officials, and civil society were all out and about in colorful dressing, making very key speeches, top amongst whom was the Deputy President of the Republic, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, who spoke at length about the fact that we are such a diverse yet very, very unified country. So, but also the talk shows and the radio airwaves have been bombarded with how culturally connected we are as a nation, which was also an opportunity to take stock in terms of how far we have come as a national festival of partying and celebration. But more importantly, people were encouraged to be able to have an opportunity to remember their culture, to speak at least one of the 11 national languages or more than one. So it was a big party, public party day here, and some of the people who went to work today, who call into radio stations, complained that they were a bit tired, I guess, from the festivities. Ernest?
I like the "we are so diverse yet so united" message there. That is what Africa is all about, Solomon. I know we cannot talk South Africa without talking entertainment. So, how is the industry doing there, Solomon?
And it is a wonderful place to start a party, especially in Johannesburg. This weekend, the Soweto Festival opens its door on the 26th to the 28th of September at the Joburg Expo Center in Naswick.
Right.
It's a family day. In fact, some have already indicated that it is a continuation of the National Heritage Day which took place yesterday. So the Soweto Festival is in its 9th consecutive year, and it will be happening, bringing together family entertainment, all sorts, gospel, pop, Afro chic, everything that you can imagine, even including some fashion shows. And so it will be a big weekend out for the entire family. And I have to indicate that this festival is one of the most celebrated indoor festivals in the Republic of South Africa.
Okay, Solomon, there is one young Cameroonian making big news out there in South Africa. She is an award-winning artist whom I know so well because I've had a couple of opportunities to interview. Now in South Africa, Zinia, I hear, is making news. So what's up with Zinia this time, Solomon?
And then that is absolutely correct. We have an exclusive only on African Cocktails next week when we will be speaking to Cameroonian-born, South Africa-based artist Zinia, who has just released one of her hottest singles called Way Ide, which is making the airwaves, especially also online on video distribution channel. So we will be speaking exclusively to Zinia next week on African Cocktails. So don't miss. All your listeners should tune in next week to listen. And this single has already hit more than 1,000 views under 2 days. And so it's going to be an absolute pleasure to be speaking to Zinia. And she's going to launch our live interviews that will start next week.
Just to say that Zinia will move onwards to Bamenda, Cameroon to present a show. That will probably be next month. But before she goes to Cameroon for that, she will be one of our guests on this show, speaking live from South Africa with our man Solomon Atah. Solomon, it's a bright day here in the city of Columbus. Is that the case down there in Johannesburg? I know you are getting very close to the evening out there.
Indeed, Ernest, it is a wonderful day, not a cloud in the sky. It's been a very warm day. I think we had heights of about 24 degrees centigrade. It is an absolute day to be out on the beach or at the dam, because in the city of gold there are no beaches, but it would be a wonderful day to be in a park and to have a drive around the scenic route. And that's it for this week. I shall be speaking to you next week again from Johannesburg when I speak to Cameroonian-born artist Zinia before she makes her way to Cameroon. Thank you.
And from the Diamond City, Johannesburg, we've just had Solomon Atah. Solomon, thank you so much, and we hope to have you again next week for yet another contribution from that end. Beautiful contribution, of course. I know that has been your hallmark. Okay, let's listen to music, then we'll be right back.